Hello and welcome to Four Little Bears. Today let's make a Valentine tea and treat holder. This will be a really great gift for teachers for Valentine's Day. That's what we're making ours for, but they could also be for family or whoever you think would like a little small gift. So I've went ahead and pre-die cut all these little hearts from my little die cut heart set. It's a nesting layer set. You can use anything here that you would like, a printout. You can make this for any holiday. It would be great for St. Patty's Day to do a 4-leaf clover. But anyway, I went ahead and cut a bunch of these hearts in lots of different papers. You're going to cut a piece of paper at 4.5 by 4 3/4. Then you're going to score that piece on the 4.5-inch side, so short side up. You're going to score that at 1/4 of an inch 3 times. So 1/4, 1/2, and 3/4. Flip it and do the same thing. Flip it 90 and do 2 inches on one side. Flip it the other way, 2 inches on the other side. That's just how to make it quick and easy. When you fold these, you're going to fold down to make a mountain and then a valley fold. And then the last one will be another mountain fold. And you'll do that on both sides. So mountain, valley, mountain, mountain, valley, mountain. Crease your bottom of your box. And then just snip out that extra little piece. I'm just cutting away the score lines here. Now ideally you want to go ahead and glue on your matting layers first, but just to show you how it's done, I'm going to do it backwards. And I'm going to go ahead and glue the sides together. Now for me, I find that if I pinch those middle layers upward, it's kind of easier to hold on to and press together. Completely optional. You could also use double-sided sticky tape here. I'm just using our glitter glue. Then when you're done gluing that together, just fold it back in to complete the accordion again. Obviously, do whatever works best for you here. This way is just easier for me. Now for your matting layer, your decorative papers, I cut mine at 2.5 by 1 3/4. And just stuck that down to the back and the front. And then I'll glue one of my little hearts on. Just make sure you only glue the bottom portion of the heart that's going to be attached. The top portion will be sticking up free, so don't get glue anywhere on the top of that heart. I'll go ahead and finish this one out so you can see how I put it together. So in these are for his teachers. I'm putting a cutie pie, the little, what are those? The conversation hearts, a little candy, and a tea packet. And tomorrow, when my honey comes in, I'll put a couple of honey sticks in there too. You can stop there. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap mine in cellophane. So I'll show you how to do this if you have regular cellophane on a roll or just sheets of plastic. Later, I did find some little cellophane bags at the dollar store that I'll show you later, and they work perfectly for this. Also, stick around to the end because there's a much better bow than this one that I'm going to try to create. I will struggle with this for a while. But don't worry, I do figure out an efficient way to make a bunch of bows ahead of time. But for right now, I'm just playing around and trying to figure out how I want it to look. And all of these ribbons came from Dollar General. But I did find these cellophane bags at the Dollar Tree. Again, I'm going to struggle way too long with this bow. Watch the one at the end, it's going to be much easier. So from here on out, I'll show you how I bulk make a bunch of these little holders at one time. Basically, anytime I'm going to bulk make anything, I break it down into steps. The cut step, the score step, the folding step, just any step that you can break down, you do that all at one time, and that makes it a whole lot quicker. I do recommend, though, maybe it's just because I mostly experiment when I'm in the craft room. I'm not really following anybody's directions. I'm experimenting and making it up on the fly. I'll usually do one first to make sure that it works exactly how I want it to before I go through and bulk make. That way I don't waste any cardstock. I'll make sure I like it before I go through and bulk do the rest of it. Alright, so it's a new day and a new bow. There are lots of tutorials everywhere about this. If you look up finger bow, you can probably find a better tutorial than mine. But I'll show you kind of how I did it. So again, I believe it's just called a finger bow, and I've seen it everywhere. I'm going to take about an 8 to 8.5 inch ribbon and a piece of twine, and then also an accent ribbon that's about that length to cut in half. Now, when you start out, you're going to be holding the tail. So I'm going to hold my tail backwards, upside down, pull it between my two fingers, around my middle finger, twist it, come around my first finger again, and then up and over and through. Now I'm going to do that through again to kind of show you. You do it over and then through your two fingers. So I'm going to take that piece of twine now, lay it on the back of my fingers while I wrap that other tail around. Kind of show you that it's inside there. And then what you're going to do is push that little tail through the center knot that you just made. That's going to end up being your center knot. And then you just pull it to tighten it up. Now, I'm still going to fuss with the bow because I just fuss with bows. But I will say, any way that you make your bow, if you make these with the twine in them, or if you somehow attach a little piece of twine to these, it makes it so much easier to do these separate from the cellophane bag. There's just too much to hold on to when you've got the little bags. So I'm going to make a bunch of these completely separate from the bags. I'm going to attach them. So I got all of these ribbons from Dollar General, except the twine I think I got at Dollar Tree. But again, I'm just going to do about 8 inches, cut that in half of these little hearts. Rickrack would be really pretty here, the little zigzag stuff. Sewing notions. Ooh, little pom-poms would be really pretty. Have you seen that? It's like a rickrack trim that's string with a bunch of little pom-poms on it. But anyway, I'm just going to tie that little rickrack stuff to there. And putz with it some more. Trim off your tails. And then now when you go to attach this to your little bags or your cellophane, it's going to be so much easier. My honey strips came in, or my honey sticks, I mean. So in these, I'm just going to put a couple nice teas, some conversation hearts, and a couple honey sticks. These are flavored honey sticks. And then I found these at the Dollar Tree, these little cellophane bags, and they even have clear ones, and I think they have the clear ones all the time. But I really, really love this Valentine's heart one here. It's clear enough that you can still see through it, but it has a cute little design on it too. Because I've got my little honey sticks, I'm actually going to tie it around my sticks, so they're going to kind of stick up the middle. But yeah, this twine on the back then makes it really easy to tie on that bow. And there it is, that's all. Guys, if you stuck with me this long, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Every little bit helps. Thank you so much. Have a great and blessed week. Stay blessed.